Here we are. Much better. We've got a much higher resolution. And we're ready to go. Now, we are certainly at an interesting part of the game for those of you that haven't joined us. Oh, wow, the Turks have gone fascist while they joined our party, apparently. So, the game has gone pretty well for Italy so far. Obviously, Germany didn't do too well. They attacked into the Soviet Union and started getting pushed back. They started getting attacks into France, and that's when we came in and stabbed them in the back. We had a pretty huge problem with a lack of steel and a lack of tungsten especially. However, we, in the previous episode, captured the tungsten reserves in Portugal. So now we're simply really low on steel, and it's right there. We're not... Well, we're actually really low on steel. We can get 8 more from Sweden. And trade influence is a problem. Somebody suggested we could switch out for a trade minister. And I think that's not a bad idea if we have one as Italy. I don't see one, unfortunately. Oh, Smooth Talking Charmers, trade deal opinion factor goes up. We don't have the resources to do that. We could, however, try to make them like us a little more, because right now they kind of hate us. So let's see if we can improve relations for a little bit, just to get a bit more steel while we're waiting for it. But that's really the only place we can get it. We've gotten steel every place else we possibly can. So we're going to have to take it, is what it comes down to. So the main thing that the lack of steel is doing is it's hurting our naval situation here. We have a lot of naval production that is not happening at all because we don't have the steel. We're also having a bit of a problem with these factories that are damaged because we also had a resistance problem, which I believe we've mostly taken care of. We sent a bunch of units, I think, to here. They're on their way there at the moment. But we did have a problem with resistance in this area, which we have subsequently taken care of. This is showing up as a problem, but that's not technically ours. It's the Soviet Union, so I don't see any other problems here. We took care of all the resistance here. We've got good, decent defenses along the entire coast, and we're now finally producing our first medium tank division. That is currently our priority at the moment. And more of... I don't know how many more coastal defense guys we're going to need. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is a good number to have built up here. They are lowest on the priority list. And we have the military police. We can't pump out any more of those. We'll add 1 more unit to make 8 at a time right there. And then we'll prepare for the pocket here in southern France. That's the next plan. We'll see if that works. And we're going to do that in just a minute.
Comandi. Pronto, signore. Avanzate! Pronto, signore. Ordini? Attento! Comandi! Comandi.
Okay, we are back, and we're looking at the possibility of utilizing our light tanks to blitz across this mostly open terrain. Actually, we would want to do it right here, wouldn't we? Across the open terrain up here. Of course, not in snow terrain, but yeah, we definitely want to go right there. So at the moment, what are we waiting for? We're waiting for the reinforcements to get over here to relieve those panzers. And we do have, where was we? The Italian training theater here is where all the medium tanks are training. We want to get at least the 12 of those before we push them real hard, and that'll allow at least these 6 to train up in the process. Now they're under this guy, Field Marshal. Oh, this is the training guy. That's right. Okay, that's right. They're going to need their own leader. Now, I've built a really good panzer leader here, and I might trade him in for... He's not a hill fighter, he's trickster, he's ranger. I think I'm going to trade him up to the division of medium tanks. Did they take this back? How did they take it back?
Pronto, signore.
That's not cool. Definitely weird. Okay, so let's unpause it and see what happens here. Hopefully it won't. It's lagging like hell like it did last time, which might be related to the constant attacks by the AI up here that somebody was mentioning, although I did remember them happening most of the time anyway, and it didn't seem to have a major impact. We slow it down to speed 2, does that fix it? No, still causes a problem. Oh, well, it is what it is, right? We're gonna have to do something. No, Lars, I said I would be right back. I was quite aware that there was no voice. I was talking to my wife. Okay, so let's keep it on speed 3, and let's wait and see. I thought I sent somebody over here to deal with this. We have another naval victory against the U.S. sub that managed to sneak into the Mediterranean. So let's see, where's the Coastal Defense Force? These guys are on the move. Where are they going? They're going to there. That's right. These are the guys that are going to go relieve the panzers. And then these two, well, they were just finishing off the unit that was up there. They're going to go back to that spot. In fact, you know what? I think one of them is getting a new order, and he's just going to be defending this port instead. So now this guy will go back here, and that guy will defend there, and hopefully that will deal with the other piece there as well. So the Arabian Sea, I think we're still doing well here. Yep, we still have a decent air presence. We sunk a bunch of Indian convoys. Large ships on low strength, and they are detaching to head back for repairs in Cairo? No, they're detaching to head all the way back to here. I mean, I thought I set them to Alexandria, but maybe I did not. I mean, I still got to be a little concerned if the Soviet Union decides to hate on us. I don't know. I don't know if the AI will do that. If the AI does that, the game's basically over. I don't have any forces guarding that border at the moment. In fact, why don't we take the new mountain division and put it there just for fun? Where did I put the new mountain division? I need to give them the correct insignia. Oh, there it is. That's our mountain division sign, and we'll make them not yellow. We already have a yellow mountain division. We already have red other things. We already have purple. Geez, we've already got pretty much every color, even light blue. Let's make a darker green, maybe? There, we'll try that as our new mountain division. And we'll put them on this border, and they will be way outclassed. Actually, we don't need to do the whole border. We just need to do our part. We're going to rely on the... actually, the Romanians don't have their border covered now that I look at it. That's kind of a mistake, guys. You got all these units. Jesus, look at the AI. It's got 100 divisions in this area. Didn't put any on the border with the Soviet Union, which is... I mean, you know what? They would have to make a declaration or justification of war, so never mind. We're okay where they're going. That's fine. We did get a research slot available. We could research something. We're researching rockets. Let's get radar technology. At least then we can get slightly better air coverage here. All right. Moving forward. Slowly. If we can kill a bunch of divisions, maybe that'll speed things up a little bit. Basically, I have to pause if I want to move anything around, which is disappointing. And I want the panzers to blitz right up to here and get into Bordeaux. That's kind of the plan. Come right around here. Let's see, they've made it. Okay, so these guys are now going to have a new order. And it's a Shift B to get it spearhead, right? Shift X, rather, in this case, because of the way that I have this up. So Shift X to here for a spearhead, but we're going to want it to be shifted as high as possible. And then we want another Shift X spearhead all the way down to there, but we want it to come from up there. That's the spot. And if we can, shift it up a little bit, make it come in up there. That's the goal for the Light Panzer Division. So we'll get them. Actually, there should be 20... Oh, I didn't select the whole group, that's why. There we go. So now we're just going to wait for that to build up a bonus. We don't have anything helping us here, unfortunately. The resistance problems are going to be ever present until we can get more unicorns. There's just not enough units to go around. Let's see if we can. Outdated equipment. We're still making the Hitler Killer, which is honestly okay for now. I just don't want to reduce the speed at which I'm producing medium tanks at this moment. It's also a very, very well improved medium tank, to be honest. Where are we with numbers? Wow, we are really good with numbers, except of the SPG. So we can't increase the speed at which we get medium tank divisions. We can increase the speed in which we build regular units. We have tons of infantry equipment, so maybe we just build more infantry. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's do exactly 12, so that 2 runs of this will get us a nice 24 infantry. You know what? That's close enough. Yeah. So we are well provisioned in that instance. We have enough anti-tank for quite a while now. Mechanized is a little light, but we're, I think, ramping up production on that, wherever it is. Oh no, it's full-on production, unfortunately. It doesn't get much better than that. We might be giving too many factories to medium tanks, so I'm actually going to take that down a peg and give them somewhere else. We have quite a lot in reserve compared to our artillery and tank destroyers. 2,000, and we can't get any more to the field. All right. Okay. So our Jesus, look how slow this is going. Maybe if I just zoom in to nothing, can it go faster here? Nope, it goes really slow. Well, we're gonna press on anyway. I think I sped it up by going to nope, doesn't really speed up. Let's pause it and see if there's anything we can do about this lag. Can we push forward and screw with the constant attack situation here? What's going on in Japan? We don't really know, do we? Oh, there's also some attacks going on over here, but that shouldn't slow us down. I wish I knew what it was that triggered this slowdown. Defeat in the Arabian Sea. What is that? We lost a destroyer. Our fleet failed us. Unacceptable. Can't find that American sub. Ah! They sunk a convoy. I think this entire game I've just had one naval factory building convoys, and it's been enough. Like, we just slowly increase. We haven't lost that many convoys. And you know, maybe I just build more unicorns, because obviously we need them. And we have the equipment. Look at the Panzer divisions can't even get to their jump-off point. It's taking so long. Once they get there, we're going to build them up to full 100%. Oh, we ran out of political power, huh? Yeah, we would. And we're going to have to cancel this to get ourselves... Damn, that's too bad. We're building the infrastructure across northern Africa. We're repairing a lot of places. Alright, so we finished getting all the encryption techs. Let's get convoy defense there, so we can deal with the Americans coming in here. Only 0.73 per day. That's the penalty we get. Once we take the massive amount of steel... Whoa! Hang on. I don't think I gave you the order. Why are you choosing that way to get to your jump-off point? That's a little weird. But it's also apparently really effective. We just pocketed these guys.
Pronto, signore. Pronto all'azione.
So they can support that, and you can stay there to guard against the counterattack. No. You're actually going to chill here, and so are these guys, because apparently we can pocket this little group and nobody cares. The medium tanks here are trying to get in position, but I think the light tanks are definitely going to beat them there. Oh, come on, you can make it. These guys are 1 day, 22 hours. I don't know when those guys are going to get there. These guys are 23 hours. Can they make it?
Comandi.
Help close that. Oh no! They counterattacked us.
Signore.
Slowing down our tanks. Oh, we slowed down there. We stopped their tanks with a couple of spoiling attacks here. That's going to allow us to maybe get in. Yes. Aha! We've done it.
Formazione. Pronto all'azione.
Now, these guys kind of got a little screwed here, but let's have them charge in as best they can.
Formazione. Pronto, signore.
We'll crush this little pocket here. I will mute that for you, sorry. There we go. So these guys are pretty screwed.
Formazione.
So the original plan was to have you guys do that, but it looks like we might not need to. There's just not that many people defending this border. I don't know where all their troops went.
Sì, signore. Pronto all'azione.
But here's what I want to do. Nope, nope.
Ordini.
Nope,
Ordini.
don't want that to be a case either, so I actually just want to...
Comandi.
select these guys. Tell that to trigger. While these guys cut them off in the back there.
Pronto all'azione. Ordini.
Nope, I didn't want that. I just like to be here. That's good. And this can go up to there or so, and then we'll have
Ordini.
these 21 back on there. Oh, they're trying to get back to defend the port, but we're not going to let that happen.
Sì, signore.
Okay, so the original plan for these panzers no longer has to do that. So let's pick these guys here and give them a new target. That should be okay. Once they get charged up, we can still pocket all these guys too, so we pocket multiple people.
Pronto.
Oh, they've got 9 defending the port.
Sì, signore.
Well, let's cut these guys off from the port regardless.
Pronto all'azione.
These guys are moving 3 days. 3
Pronto,
days?
signore. Avanzate.
Too many days. All right. I don't know if you promote or fire the tank commander that did that. These are all good questions. Alright, we've almost got him cut off. This is actually a naval base? Or this is... Why is there... It looks like there's a naval base there. I guess neither is true. It's just a piece of the map. We're racing you to the end. There it is, we blocked them. And there's 21 divisions here. Just needs to go here and then do this, right? That's all you need to do now. And you're gonna give the go order, and then we're gonna tell you to aggressively do it because they're trapped, so they're done. That's game over. We've got a research slot available, popping in for maintenance company, engineer company. You get a little more air support. I think we're doing okay in the air here. Yeah, it looks like we are. We're going to actually delete one of these.
Pronto all'azione.
Delete this and extend this a bit.
Comandi.
That should work. Alright, these ones here are going to be okay.
Attento! Avanzate! Avanzate! Attento!
I mean, this is a bad situation here. They can penetrate all our armor. I know about that, I know about this. Unfulfilled import requests. Yeah, no big deal. We'll look at that later.
Continuate ad avanzare!
Ooh, somebody's trying to get here. We might be able to stop them. Can't even see what they've got here, despite the fact that we're right there. I'm kind of surprised. We've got full decryption, and they're still hiding their information from us. I wonder why. I mean, this is on 1.4.1. Oh, we did get one American there, and we knocked him away. Another American there, we knocked him away. 3 hours still to get there, but this way at least they're completely surrounded in Bordeaux. Alright, so there's one more fight here. They got overrun. So we got 5 divisions here that are about to be destroyed. That's great. We're going to attack them from all sides. They're completely encircled, but they're not out of supply, which is interesting. There we go. Now they're done. So...
Attento!
I'm just going to pause it every time. Okay.
Pronto!
Okay, so that's taken care of. Let's pause and take a look at the rest of the battle here. Nothing else weird happening, looks like. Still, there were a lot of divisions here that are gone now. I don't know what happened to those. It's like the Allies have given up fighting me, and they're all fighting Japan, maybe. I don't know. Or they're more worried about the Soviet Union. There we go. We've got them surrounded now. These guys are all going to move up here and build up a little bit more of their... Well, they have plenty of planning bonus. As soon as they get there, they should just all trigger, but we'll give them a second.
Pronto! Pronto, signore!
So all of these guys are going to be on this order to go and attack in there. So that's good. What's going on over here? Looks like our digging in is maintained here. It's a very weird border we've got right now. I feel like if they figured out where to push with these 5 divisions, they could just take everything. Like, man, the AI is so bad in this game. But we're playing Italy, so it's a handicap, you know? I wonder if the air war is giving us problems. You know, that would be interesting, conquer all the ports. But no, right now my main concern is to try to get the steel here in Alsace. That would speed things up. So trying to get this steel would be ideal in the near future. Actually, I could get the steel anywhere. There's another 100 up there. It doesn't have to be from the Maginot Line. I'm just trying to take advantage of any pockets I can create, and this one has another natural pocket right here. We can go above, north of those forested areas where our panzers will speed along.
Pronto,
In
signore.
fact, they're building up their bonus right now to make that happen. So we still got the 3rd Mountain Division here. Where's 11? Okay, so we got some new coastal divisions for defense. Let's see where we can put them. We've got Italians covering all the coastal ports, except, oh, even Lisbon. We're going to need some for Bordeaux here in a moment, so maybe we bring 4 of those over to Bordeaux.
Avanzate.
And we'll put them in here. There we go. And actually do B so that they travel on strategic highways.
Attento.
Once these guys are all ready, they can just charge against the 8 guys that are in there, and everything will be swell. Meanwhile, I'm going to have all the panzer divisions gather back up on this start line. Now, that doesn't mean charge through the enemy line. That means travel until you can get to the start line. There you go. Now they got it. Travel through friendly territory to get there. See how much they're trying to take, though? This is supposed to be a blitz. Why are you taking all the way up here? We only need like a path of 2. Alright, these guys are almost all in position. We'll give them the order soon. And then 21 divisions will descend on those 7 from all angles. And it will be history. Now, they could be just evacuating by sea right now. Actually, it looks like they are, aren't they? Nope, I thought I saw him moving. That was a different guy. God, this is brutal, isn't it? The game just refuses to go faster than this. 48 steel north of Bordeaux. Yeah, you're not wrong. We'll get that soon. We're in a deficit of like 100 and... Oh, actually, it's only 93 now. Wow, I didn't realize we were in such an oil deficit either. Let's take a bit from Argentina while we can, and Colombia. I am in the process of producing new oil, or did I already finish all of those? Nope, there they are. Let's bump a few of those to the top of the list, shall we? Actually, let's bump all of them to the top of the list. There we go. Alright, it looks like we finally have taken care of this problem, so... Nope, wrong ones. There we go. Charge! What? What are you doing? You have orders to take Bordeaux. Why are you attacking him? That's bizarre. Oh, geez, look at this. This is no good. They're just... Are they all leaving, or did we kill them all? I can't tell there, actually. Alright, so...
Comandi.
Oh, I forgot. A lot of our Italians over here are actually our marine divisions defending areas that... Radar station level 2 in Portugal. Well, thank you for that radar. It's nice to have. Alright.
Si, signore.
Panzers are basically around full planning bonus here. We'll give it a start date of the 26th to give them a little bit more time to build up that planning bonus. Bordeaux's about to fall. And then I'm not sure what to do with these 21. Oh, there, that's good. We've got a new mechanized force. Let's get our mountain infantry a little bit stronger. And we're going to go and adjust how our mechanized are going to produce, actually. Mechanized 3. Can we give them a nice variant? Nope. You can't create mechanized variants, huh? Interesting. Well, it is what it is. And, wow, this one's actually short on steel now. Let's bump that up so it's not short on steel anymore, shall we? Oh, no. It must have been just a fluke. Where are we short? Well, we're still short on these, but I think that's going to take care of itself soon enough. Fighters. We're still dreadfully short on fighters, so let's do that. Another line of fighter 3s. And this is the one that we've already improved. Can we improve it some more? Let's bring it down to, let's see. Yeah, we'll just increase air attack and agility. The agility went down? Because the air attack went up. Oh, that's interesting. Anyway, we could also increase reliability a little more. There we go. So we've now made a super awesome fighter. So that means this one is, this is what we see here. The air attack is 72. This air attack is 48. Ah, and this air attack is 32. So this is the brand new one of 41. I'm misreading that. 41, 48. So these two are obsolete. Oops, I think I just obsoleted the wrong thing. This one is not supposed to be obsolete. Obsolescence? Carrying bomber 3. So do we have a carrier naval bomber 3 here? I do not. I do. Crap. You guys were watching. Which did I click wrong? We've got fighter 3. This is the correct one because this is 48 air attack. Carrier naval bomber 3. Close air support 3. Naval bomber 3. This one, 17, 14, 40. Is the better one. Okay, so I did it right, actually. It's fine. Okay, so that's all well and good. Let's now produce this better fighter. As many factories as we can afford. Eventually. Once we get that oil up and running. So what to do with these 21 divisions? I have a feeling we're going to need them along this border up here. And we're going to need a new general. So here's what I'm going to do. The training division doesn't need this guy no more. This is actually a pretty good general with the offensive doctrine. So we're going to give the training general this guy. Because the training general is never going to be fighting. Now, our coastal defense force already has a defensive doctrine guy. So we've already got 2 of those. Okay. Now, we're going to take... Oh, wow. This mountain division. But no, this is the one I was looking at. This is a Hillfighter Ranger, and he's a 6. So we're going to replace him with this Field Marshal, who's a 2, and has offensive doctrine. Or do we want to promote this guy? No, we want to free him up. So we're going to replace him with this guy. We're going to take these 21 and drag it into the Northern Army, so it's actually a large army. We have 1 large army. There we go. And it will just drag along this whole border with the west. And everybody's assigned to this 1 attack. We're going to back off what the mountains are supposed to do so that the new big army can be done with more of it. Okay. So that should be good enough for what the mountains can do. And these guys can definitely fulfill this role, I think. They'll overlap a little bit in the middle. Nope, I grabbed the wrong one, damn it. There we go. Now they overlap a little bit in the middle. So that is our new big army. It doesn't have a lot of skill, but it'll build up soon enough. Meanwhile, that 6-skill general that we just got is going to be the brand new general of our medium tank division as soon as that is finished training. So now we have one 24 army here, a couple of 24 mountain armies, another 24 army here. So we have two 24 division infantry armies, one infantry army group, and actually we need to change that to army group 1. There we go. So we've got army group 1 here in the north. We've got 2 mountain armies, 2 infantry armies, a light panzer, and a medium panzer army currently in process. Now we're way past the date in which I said we were going to launch this attack, so let's launch this attack and see how it goes. Nation Francis has capitulated, and we got a few, very, very few tanks. Alright, so far this is working quite well. The light tanks are just shotgunning out of the gate. Super fast, overrunning everything in their path. And I believe I did give, I want to give them the aggressive order. We want them to go way deep in here. They have infantry, actually this is a mountain troop that's backing them up, can help guard their flanks here. Overrun. I don't know why you're attacking there, guy. Oh, you can see this guy trying to get out of the pocket. Let's prevent that from happening. So let's give the division here permission to hit them. Now that the panzers have a nice speed advantage. Let's look at the situation here. Equipment. We're losing quite a lot of equipment over the last 12 months. I usually like looking at the last 3 months to see what's going on. Not a lot of equipment loss over the last 3 months. Yeah, there's always a dangerous naval invasion in the Alpine region. How could there possibly be? They literally aren't allowed in to the Mediterranean. So I'm not sure how there could possibly be a dangerous naval invasion. I think you might be smoking something here. Game. To the port before they can reach it. Go! Yeah, you know what? We do have these. Let's deploy as many of our unicorns as we possibly can here. And we'll send 1, 2, 3 to Madrid. And 1, let's see, what's the other?
Ordini.
Let's just send all the rest, basically, to Spain, and we'll split them up when we get there.
Avanzate! Avanzate!
There we go. We have extra factories again. Let's put more fighters, I guess. At this point, we can probably back off on some of our occupation situation. Greater Hungary doesn't have much. We're going to lower the resistance in Greater Hungary, I think. Nationalist Spain doesn't have much. We can lower that there. We don't need those factories quite as heavily. And while they do have a little bit of steel, it's not a lot, and we're about to get way more. So we're going to be covered there. It's more important to properly occupy France. Oops, let's go back to there. Being able to see that. Oh boy. This attack on the port looks very ill-advised. There are 21 divisions there. Oh, and we lost Bordeaux because we forgot to move our defenders in.
Formazione.
So we overran a lot of them, and we might be able to take this... Oh, are they retreating? Did we get them after all? Wow, we overran all those divisions?
Pronto. Sì, signore. Pronto all'azione. Avanzate.
Alright, let's hit this guy and cancel all of your orders. There we go. Alright, so we've cut off however many guys are in here. There's the... Somehow the reserves never made it into the main battle at La Rochelle. And so as a result, you know, they had a 9% chance, but we just killed them too fast. And they're gone. Boom. Pop. Pop goes the Wiesel. Alright, so that's interesting. Now let's have the Panzers build a new plan. Although I don't know what it's going to be. I mean, if I kill this many units, does that mean that the... Let's just do this. just kill them all. If I kill this many units, is the game going to speed up? I don't know, maybe. Hey, studying's important. Just think of how great it will be when you wake up and don't have to study anymore. Man, that was an amazing feeling for like the first 6 months once I was finally done with college. I was like, oh man, I never have to go do that again. My leisure time is my own. Except, you know, now I have to do chores all the time because I own a place. It never stops, really. Alright, so we got that under control. Central France is ours. I wish the Vichy would collapse, or the French would collapse again and we could, you know what? Are they? Actually, they're at 50% national unity. Are they back to being, you know, uncollapsed here? The Italian-British War includes the French. Yeah, we could collapse the French again. You know, that's not a terrible idea, blitzkrieging along the north coast. And then from there, we'll just, you know, whatever. Do it. With the light troops. And these mountain troops actually have 0 resistance, so there's no reason that they should not just go, right? I mean, ideally, they do this. So go. We're actually going to pull them back here a little bit, so we don't have to deal with that. And then the newly released troops here will do their own thing. And they will do it right now. Victory in all these areas, that's great. We sunk some more convoys. Unread battle results where we lost a destroyer, that's too bad. I thought I told this to mute. There we go. Now it's muted. I want you guys to hear those beeps and boops. Now that they're getting hard pressed there, it might be time for our strike in the north. These guys are ready. And this large division is going to get some experience for the first time. Go Gadget Rodolfo Graziani. Well, not every battle is going to be a winner, but it's working out okay. I don't think they're going to get into the Maginot Line here. This is going to be a bit of a problem. In fact, we're only attacking with one division. We're trying to flank around. Here's the Maginot Line, these three. If we can flank around the top here and come at it from the back, that would work too. Meanwhile, the mountain troops are coming at it from the back too. Alright, we're making progress. Where's our steel? Right there. We're getting closer to it. Oh, we found some of the allies. What's our steel situation? Ah, we're only -6 now. So now we just need to wait on this construction. This is all going to be done on the 3rd of September, 1946. At this point, I'm almost feeling like I could afford the manpower penalty to go to total mobilization, but I'm going to leave that for now. 0.82 per day. We didn't really fix that too much, did we? What are we occupying that we don't need full-on occupation of? India. We don't need Indian occupation if we have India occupied. Dominion of India doesn't need to be that harsh. That should help clear this up a little bit. Yep. Oh, it just got worse somehow. How did it just get worse? We should be paying less for the states that we're occupying right now. Alright, so this attack is going well. Our fearless leader, Rodolfo, he's getting himself some new experience. He's at 8% towards skill 3. We found a little bit of resistance here, but it looks like it's about to get crushed. Yeah, sometime in the middle of the last stream, the game just started lagging really badly, and we're still getting it. And I don't know what's causing it. How do we keep running so many factories? Jesus, we don't need this many. I literally have nothing else I could build that I care about right now. I've already got a gajillion on fighters. Naval bombers, actually, interestingly enough. I'm out of regular carrier naval bombers have taken a beating. And I'm actually not building a lot of them, so let's bump it up. Alright, as long as we can keep them focused on this side of the Maginot Line, they'll get snuck up on by the mountain divisions here, and they won't even know. I don't even know what the armored division is doing right here.
Attento!
Alright, everybody, Take them. Everybody's about to get overrun. They're both moving in opposite directions, right? Now, here's the thing. We could definitely take and more centrally locate our forces here. Although there's not enough room for most of these. Let's take them there instead. Also, everybody involved in this probably needs to change to helping northern France instead. There we go. I actually don't care about free military factories anymore. You can stop telling me about it. I don't have the oil to do anything with it anyway.
Pronto. Avanzate.
Fall of Paris. France has capitulated and we gained, well, not too many things, but look at that. The Maginot Line is the only thing that's still there. Okay.
Ordini.
Germany just reappeared, apparently. Now, these
Pronto,
guys...
signore.
Going to push up through the Low Countries to here. These panzers are going to have this under control very soon. So what is my naval situation like? We've got the advanced fleet, which is still not really full, partly due to the steel shortage earlier and now due to the oil shortage. It's got 3 battle cruisers, which isn't bad, but it's short on the escorts. Completely short on the escorts. They're supposed to be building these lines of destroyers, but that is never getting done because of the oil problem. So let's pop that up a little bit here. Now at least we're getting 5 a year. Okay, so you know what we just found out we needed is we've got all these ports now. A ridiculous number of ports just popped up.
Pronto, signore.
And not enough people to defend
Pronto
them.
all'azione.
That's for sure. So, let's look into getting more of those coastal defenses ASAP. Meanwhile, the
Formazione.
6 mountain division guys here will give them an
Ordini.
actual task. Are they going to be able to make it there? Maybe.
Ordini.
No, we'll give them the task to move here
Avanzate.
via there. Strategic redeployment.
Avanzate.
There we go. Okay, so those guys will help. And we got guys training.
Pronto all'azione.
We're going to need them to keep training there. So I guess the panzers are going to be relegated to
Formazione.
guarding the other ports. We just got 1, 2, 3 ports guarded. The panzers are going to, for the moment, have to guard these ports as we take them, maybe. Because the infantry are able to push right now. Oh, we've already lost that, huh?
Pronto. Pronto all'azione.
Oh, they're running away. They bravely ran away. What is defending there? Nothing else. Okay. So,
Ordini.
let's get panzers installed in these ports for now. These three will stay in Brest. These four will go here. Two can go there. These two can also go there.
Ordini.
And then you can go here.
Ordini.
And these 11 will make their way up to...
Avanzate.
let's do this and then there. There we go. Meanwhile, this attack continues into Germany. And I'm actually got too much steel now, so let's trade down. Let's trade to 0. I've got too much steel to the tune of 400, actually. So what I need to do is find out, we've got oil and rubber in Germany. So France can probably, we can reduce the amount of occupation penalty we're paying in France. And Belgium. I mean, Belgium has no resources to speak of except that little bit of steel, which we are not going to need very much anymore. Free France, we'll get the gentle policy. Yeah, that's better. It should give us a little bit more political power each day, one would hope, as we take this. But that way we can leave the harsh on Germany, where we're going to get some oil and... wait, where is Germany? Belgium, Free France. Germany's not listed. Oh, German Reich, there it is, never mind. Duh. Alright. So these guys, currently in the process of getting to their target. But you know, there's nobody on the other side of the border. So I don't feel bad telling you to just go. Just walk across. You can even be aggressive.
Formazione. Sì, signore. Pronto. Avanzate.
Alright, so here's our mountain division. And they're actually going to get the go order to push in to that Maginot Line area. Close it up. There's not much there now. Here's the Maginot Line, and here's our attacks being significantly weakened by it, 67%. You know, it's only 67%. I wonder if that means that it's been damaged a little bit. But the 67% is also probably because we're flanking it, so the fort is not as powerful as it otherwise would be.
Pronto, signore. Avanzate.
Take care of that guy. He can't be allowed to reclaim Paris. Alright, we've slowed down a little bit here. We're getting stiff resistance in northern Germany. Now I'm confident we'd actually be able to take on the Russians at least a little bit here. I'm also confident that now that we have a little research slot open, we can actually get the last leg of our AT gun research done. That's not a port. Why does it look like it has a port? That's annoying.
Sì, signore. Pronto all'azione. Avanzate. Avanzate. Avanzate.
right. Now I've got a major problem here. So this one's actually going down. Where are the other unicorns? They didn't go back, did they? Yeah, they did, didn't they?
Attento. Pronto all'azione. Pronto. Avanzate.
Alright, well that'll help in the meantime once they get there, and at least they're not going to go back to the stupid order. Coastal defenders. Let's get 12 being built at a time, because, man, we need a lot of them.
Comandi.
Coastal defense is being run by a skill 1 guy, unfortunately. He does have defensive doctrine, which is not to be outdone. I don't need aluminum, do I? Plenty of aluminum. Still really short on oil. Yeah, these are still a ways out. September. Infrastructure's a lot lower over here than I'd expected. Oh, we already have maximum level already reached. They don't have a synthetic. Oh, maximum level of slots have already been reached. I see. Man, our occupation penalty is still getting bigger and bigger. So, where's the only place we really care about occupation? It's Germany and Iraq and Iran. So everything else can go down. This can go down. Portugal actually kind of got to stay up a little bit. Iran stays up. This will go down. Iraq stays up. Liberia, I don't care about. So that should help our political power situation. We can't occupy all of this. Belgium has capitulated. So now, in this Italian-German war, once Japan and reorganized nationalist China go down, I can finally just end the Third Guangxi clique. I can finally just end and occupy all the German territory. And it looks like they are getting massively invaded by the British. We wanted to know where they went. We found them. There was a lot more over here in Europe before. They thought they could hold on to Italy. They were wrong. I am seeing what you're writing. Jakubas. Ramasuskas. That sounds Indian, but I'm not gonna say it is. Luxembourg capitulated, and we got a lot more equipment. We're now really just going to have a manpower problem. We've got so much equipment, but we do have field hospital in, I think, every single one of our templates, which is key. Every template should have a field hospital, even these guys. We've got plenty of motorized and support equipment. Oops. And light tanks already have it as well. So we gave it to the Coastal Defense Battalion there.
Attento.
Alright, these guys are moving.
Comandi. Comandi.
Oh, there's all the Soviet Union. Now, if the Soviet Union actually decides to get frisky with us now, I don't really mind that much, because we've just, you know, taken... Where all these forces are going to have nothing to do, except to maybe invade the United Kingdom, which we're going to need more Marines for. We've got 9 of them. I'm going to build 3 more. Add them to our training queue when they come out.
Comandi.
You know what I don't need to do here is open up my Heartsfire 4 auto hotkey script so that I can more easily use
Pronto,
this. There we
signore.
go. So,
Avanzate. Avanzate.
nope. Actually, all of these
Pronto
guys,
all'azione.
I'm going to do this. Go and plan that particular thing there, guys.
Sì, signore.
There's 25 people defending that port. We're going to try to make it less. Ah, you know what we haven't checked in a
Pronto,
while?
signore.
Nope, nobody is up to the task, so... We're still waiting on July for that oil to kick in, unfortunately. Ah, we've got a bit of a stalemate here, huh? This should take care of the problem. Again! We got some Panzer IIs! Excellent.
Avanzate.
And Switzerland, we don't need anything from you, so you can stay neutral. No reason for us to care that much about you.
Pronto, signore.
Let's get these 25 surrounded, shall we? Let's check the main fleet. How are they doing? Calabria. I've been defending here with them, but you know, I think we're going to give them a new task. We could base them in Brittany, and we can give them a search and destroy mission. Or convoy raiding, I guess? This seems like a good thing, right? Main fleet will go out there, and we'll base them here. Oh man, there are some very experienced aircraft carriers here. They are short of airplanes. Naval bombers, 220 days to replenish them. Why for, I say? They're near to the top. Oh, we need to upgrade it to carrier naval bomber 3s. And we need to give it all of the factories. There we go, 2 point something a week is better. Now, Denmark is in the war, right? They're at war with us because they are part of the Allies because Germany invaded them. Norway is also against us, but we don't really care about them. They're Norway and not Kenya. Now, because we've hit another situation where we've got a bit of a snag, let's have our elite troops hitting right
Pronto
here.
all'azione. Avanzate.
Our elite Alpine army with a 7-liter. Awesome. Our other mountain army
Respingiamo, signore.
has a brand new leader, unfortunately. It's a brand new army. Now, we did want to come back here and check the current situation. That's going down by a lot.
Formazione.
So let's move him to some place that isn't going down. That's good. This is not. That is. So we're going to take this and have him go and occupy. Where's the town in this one? I guess it's here. We'll put it there. Madrid is only going to by 1%, so that is exactly what we needed there. So now we got Spain mostly back under control. What is this? -5. So we'll take these guys and put them in there, here. And that should fix all of the problems in Spain. What with the resistance. Maybe that's why we weren't able to see what was going on over there, because there was resistance forces. That's certainly possible. Oh, this is only a 1. Okay, that's fine. Anyway, all of these are going to become less of a problem over time, thanks to this number here. This would go down eventually. In fact, that won't need it, so let's bring him up and start garrisoning these French states.
Ordini.
Oh, jeez, you guys, I didn't give you the explicit strategic move order, so they're taking about 6,000 years to get up there. Look at this, 26 divisions. So what my goal is to have the Navy patrolling here before we actually attack those 26 divisions. Let's see if we can't find out where these guys are. They're still making their way north. And you know what? They're all pretty good shape, except for that airplane deficiency there. Oh, there's one of the Chinese states that were reorganized after Japan has fallen. So the Axis might finally go down here, and we'll have pretty significant control over its territory. I hope that that gives us the ability to buy it in a peace deal, but I'm not sure. Certainly don't want the Allies to buy it, and then we'll have to take them down again. Army Group 1's job is just to do this. And you have permission to move.
Pronto.
And I want these guys to basically I don't know if that works, but I'm telling them to do it. We'll see if that order actually fulfills what I want it to do. And the advanced fleet is now on its own in the Arabian Sea. That might be a mistake. It needs a lot more destroyers. How many are being built now? Specifically for the advanced fleet. 8 per year. In September, that number will go way up, but not until September. Now, we don't really need to escort over here. I'm pretty sure we dealt with all of the possible ramifications of that. So let's escort here and here instead. Actually, you know what? We don't really need to escort except for this. That's the only piece for all intents and purposes. Whatever. It is what it is. Go back and check.
Ordini.
No change here. The first mechanized medium tank division is almost ready to roll out. I have the 2 times wide production menu. I don't like the 3 times. It's too big. And you know what? Actually, the main fleet is just going to go here. It's just going to go straight there and provide fire at this situation. And you know what? These mountain divisions are now going to guard the ports for a short while.
Sì, signore. Avanzate.
Freeing up our armored
Avanzate.
division to utterly crush the enemy.
Avanzate. Ordini.
The rest are just going to go chill here.
Attento. Pronto all'azione. Formazione.
we go. Now I have more naval dockyards available, huh? Sure.
Formazione.
Formazione. Form of a bird.
Formazione.
Alright, you guys need to stop with your attacks there. Because it's not going well.
Formazione.
It's moving. It's going to take a long time to get up there. Oh, are they trying to leave? They are trying to leave. Stop them! Oh my god. I said... Oh, I meant stop them! Ooh, we have experimental rockets. Let's get some V2s up in here.
Formazione. Sì, signore.
Okay. Still not to September. This is just so agonizingly slow.
Pronto all'azione. Ordini. Comandi.
I'm gonna try to deal with this
Signore.
resistance problem here.
Avanzate. Avanzate.
Just by
Avanzate.
dragging guys to random places. I know it's not ideal. But it's what we're gonna do for now.
Avanzate.
Until we can get more unicorns on the board, that's what we've got.
Attento. Avanzate.
Jesus.
Sì, signore.
We'll finish off that little piece there.
Attento.
And these guys are going to be unleashed. Go! Push in, my mountain division. Jesus Christ! That was fast. Why do these enemy tank divisions just die so fast? Because we have really high piercing? 67 is very high, actually. Why are our mountain divisions piercing so high? I guess because we gave them 2 level 2 anti-tank? That doesn't seem like it would be quite so high, but... Okay! So we're going to go back to the idea of convoy raiding in these 3 zones. Wish I could capture the German fleet. That would be nice. I think it's already gone. Italy is definitely harder to play than Germany because they have a lot less manpower and way less resources at the start. Civilian factories are being sabotaged around the globe. What are these 4 doing? I think we were going to move them somewhere because this is... Oh, it's actually only just barely keeping it under control.
Sì, signore. Ordini.
Can we have the opportunity to move one of these guys.
Avanzate!
Will that negatively affect us here? Let's find out. Nope, we'll stay at 0. Good.
Comandi!
Why don't you go up here
Avanzate!
and help lower resistance in Germany?
Ordini! Avanzate! Sì, signore!
That's better. We just need to get our troops reinforced. There we go, just in time.
Sì, signore!
1946 is a fine year to strangle the British. I just hope my navy is up to it, really. This is a big problem for me. 200 days before it's fixed. We're doing 5.36 per week, but it's just taking forever to get the production efficiency up.
Pronto!
This one's slowly going in our favor. Field Marshal Rodolfo very slowly gaining skill. Jesus, look at that. Oh, hey, look what we got here. We found the American fleet, and unfortunately our carrier aircraft don't have a lot of naval bombers, but they have some. However, we also have 13 heavy cruisers, so say hello to my little friend. Oh boy, they're a little bigger than I thought. But we've got Alberto de Zara. He's got a skill 6. It looks like we have more fighters overall, which is good. Oh, that's it? That's it? How come it didn't look like we did much? They lost a carrier, though, and quite a lot of planes. So there's that. And we're now catching their... Oh, those are Turkish convoys, right? Why are the Turkish convoys chilling over here? Alright, so we've almost got everything under our control here. Denmark actually has one of those production facilities. We grabbed a little bit of oil everywhere. Now, why does this not considered to be mine? It's German territory, but it's not giving me everything. State modifiers gentle for Germany. Except it's not gentle. I specifically have Germany here as harshest, so that's kind of bizarre. I think it's because Belgium took it over or something before, so I took it from Belgium, so Belgium's still considered the owner. That's annoying. The Turks are still getting attacked here. Oh, we found the American Navy again, but they do not look good. We've already sunk a heavy cruiser, a destroyer, and a light cruiser. We have 7 battleships that just can't get into range because our aircraft carriers destroy everything first. Yep, there it is. So we killed a heavy cruiser, 2 light cruisers, and a destroyer. The Americans no longer really have a presence here. Yeah, see, that's a pain. Okay, so why don't we help out here with some air? Let's see. We've got fighters. Yep, let's put them in northern France and have them do that. Now we've got naval bombers somewhere in here. Here's our close air support. We're going to keep some of this. Alright, and then these are our last ones here. Are going to move up 600, huh? Well, let's put them here. Now, what do we have for naval bombers? We have quite a lot of naval bomber 2s. Let's say 500. No. Not 500. 600. And then we'll do another... Where did I lose? All the naval bombers? There they go. 200. Alright, so these guys are going to actually deploy here, and they're going to deploy there, and these guys are going to deploy here, and they are going to be on naval strikes. Helping out with our fleet there. I think I overpopulated a few of these, actually. Let's kind of fix that. I want Brittany to have a very high tolerance for extra air power. All right. We can deploy all but 2. That would help. Okay,
Pronto, signore.
so one of these, actually all of these are going to lose that.
Pronto, signore.
I'm actually going to delete that order because there's no reason to have that.
Pronto.
Okay, so
Avanzate! 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 Avanzate!
we're just going to spread them out nice and
Attento.
easy. And see what happens when we
Avanzate.
lower every spot.
Avanzate! Avanzate!
As best we can.
Avanzate!
Okay. So now that we have this under control, almost, we could probably use the Marines, except that they're still guarding ports, which is not great.
Avanzate!
We'll see if they are necessary or not. Meanwhile, checking in with the
Commander.
training groups. We have no new trainees, huh? That's too bad. We're fighting the Portuguese fleet here. Our naval bombers are still getting shot down a lot. Maybe we need to improve them. We don't have a lot of air experience at the moment.
Pronto!
It actually looks like we don't need you guys after all, huh?
Ordini?
Stay where you were, then.
Sì, signore. Avanzate!
We'll keep the Marines there for now, until we get more coastal defense forces to help defend them.
Ordini. Formazione.
There's still Germans here? No, those are Norwegians. Never mind. And somehow, despite crossing a strait, why do we not have a penalty for that? It's nighttime, but we don't get, like, an amphibious penalty for crossing a strait, apparently. That's bizarre.
Sì, signore. Pronto.
Okay. Man, I wish I knew what caused this sudden slowdown. Okay. Oh, we lost in the English Channel a couple of times, huh? Our Navy is still doing okay. The advanced fleet, however, is in combat. See, they're also losing a naval bomber every once in a while. That's part of the problem. 6 per week now. We're going up very slowly. Almost 1 a day.
Comandi.
Everybody done moving? They are. So how, let's check our situation here. That actually has nobody in it. This is stabilized, but is still climbing. Jeez, we still need more unicorns.
Ordini.
That's stabilized at least.
Formazione. Ordini.
We're just going to put guys everywhere for now to help deal with this problem.
Pronto, signore. Pronto, signore. Sì, signore.
How is... Oh, that's doing okay,
Pronto, signore.
actually. And that's doing okay, and this needs a little boost. Okay. I know there's a fast way to do it now, but I got started doing this way. I'll mess around with the new way soon enough. I like the new garrison order. The one that lets you say, just reduce resistance. And you know, maybe I should redo that. Maybe I should just try it and see what happens. Right?
Pronto.
Can't hurt. So let's do this. Cancel all our orders that you got. Here's the new thing. We want garrison area. Oops, can't click on it because it's... There we go. Do all these calculations for me, would you? And we want only deal with resistance. Thing is, I can't remember what is mine and what isn't here. It's a bit annoying to have to click on everything, but if I had been doing this as I've been fighting, it would have been less problematic. Oops. Okay. Let's see. It normally gives you a nice little, this thing says 88 divisions minimum needed. We have 78. But we're also gonna need it in all of these areas. Now it says we need 95 divisions. Maybe it's not counting for the fact that a lot of the stuff is already being taken care of. Oh, hey! What are these Belgians doing here? Where did you guys come from? Oh, the Portuguese. Well, that's a pain. Well, let me finish clicking on things. We don't need to worry about Greece because that was occupied separately. Okay, and then we need all of this. Dang it. And it's now saying it needs 140 divisions to properly garrison this. Huh? Okay. Well, that's certainly interesting. You have your orders. Do it with 78. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Damn. Maybe it'll misunderstand itself. Okay, but now we gotta figure out what's going on down here, because these guys are gonna essentially get cut off from supply if I do this right.
Comandi.
You guys need to go and take this. Yep. And I'm gonna have
Comandi.
one of you guys go ahead and take that.
Ordini.
Oh, he's already assigned that separate thing.
Pronto, signore.
Meanwhile, you're gonna do your garrison thing after you grab that little piece there. Now, who do we send down? I guess the first armored to make the speed be a thing. All right, go. They'll at least get there pretty damn quick, comparatively. And somehow, the British... Oh, they invaded here, but they couldn't get to either port, so now they're just dead.
Pronto, signore.
So we'll take one of these guys,
Si,
one of
signore.
these guys, and just an insta-kill on those 3 divisions, because they had nowhere to go. I did a good job defending all the ports except the Portuguese ones after I declared war on them. That was, my bad. Ugh, I hate this lag.
Attento. Pronto all'azione. Avanzate.
No, all of you
Ordini.
guys go here. The entire 24 divisions are now going to go on Copenhagen from a single direction. Yes, of course. That'll solve all our problems. All right. And we're still waiting on the training here. It's almost time, ladies and gentlemen, for us to get an influx of... oh, it's actually already past time for us to get an influx of oil. Fantastic. It's still not enough. So our next research might have to be oil number 2. Because we're running out of places to build them. At a considerable speed. 70%, 70%, 70%, 70%, 70%. These are good ones. 70, 100, that's fast. 60's okay. 70% up here. 70 there, 70 here. Build one there. Alright, so we'll put all those to the top then. Oh, I should be shift clicking these. There we go. So now, yep. Every single thing is an oil. Let's send one down to the bottom. That way we at least have one 15 factory line working on things. And we could also afford to have a focus on construction engineering, which increases the production of refineries by 10%. Why are these guys in... Oh, they're in the English Channel because I told them to be in the English Channel, of course. We're going to have the fighters actually backing them up. Even though we're short on fighters. We're probably getting them a little faster now. 40 days or so, not bad. The naval bombers are still some 200 days away, 147. Okay. Wow, look at all these. A non-result, a non-result... Why do you show me these, then? Like, non-results should not show up. Or should show up with their own thing that's easily dismissible by all at the same time. Like, why isn't the main fleet encountering all this? This is all our naval bombers, but they're not doing anything. What is the deal with that? We found all these convoys, sir, and we watched them, go. And where's our main fleet? Did it retreat? Is it caught up in a combat here? I mean, it's on convoy rating. Radio detection. Good. Let's do that whole oil plant thing. I wonder where else we can get oil from. I wonder. Are we already importing the most we can from Romania? I think we are. Venezuela's delivering 23. We can actually get a little more. Romania's already giving us 14. They won't give us any more because why? Because we don't have the best trade influence with them, I guess? 246 is pretty good, actually. Not much can be done there. Wow, I have so much extra steel now. It's crazy. If only I could borrow from the United States. They have plenty of oil.
Pronto all'azione.
Alright, they're just going to get their 100%, and then they're going to take out Copenhagen. Jeez, I don't even want to click on them all. Why do we have this? Do you need more radar? I don't understand what the point of these failures are. Okay, we're starting to hit their convoys now. Getting one or two. Here or there. Maybe I need to do some air doctrine stuff.
Attento!
So if we need 80% here, we need another 40, so we need another 20 days. So the end of September is when we'll take Copenhagen, and then we might pause it there for now. And pick it up again in the future. Jeez, we're just so slow on everything right now. New plan. These guys are doing really well, but I think maybe we switch to patrol. Yeah, maybe that'll help them find more things to fight. We sunk a convoy. Woo! We still didn't sink a convoy. Why do you call it a victory? Is there, like, another option here that gives bonuses to naval? Here we go. Naval strike torpedo tactics. Naval mission efficiency plus 10%. That's what we need. Oh, you know what? Am I overstacking in one of these airports? No, it doesn't look like it. Usually it would show a red thing, right? Oh, yeah, it is overstacking here, but why won't it show me that? Now it'll show it. Okay, so that'll help increase the mission efficiency if we just move them. Nope, can't put it there, can I? Wait a minute, this is one squadron. How is it going to two places? That's bizarre. Maybe that had something to do with it. I think we want to hit the English Channel the most. Oh, it's two different squadrons. Okay. That's fine. So these are naval bombers. How are they... The symbol for naval bomber and close air support is pretty much identical. Oh, it's got a little port symbol in the corner. Okay, that's fine. I understand. Alright, so the 20th of September... We'll go into Copenhagen. Now, what's going on with these guys? They're still making their way down. That's going to take a long time to fix that problem down there. I mean, is this going to be fun? It's like, you just go here and cut them off completely, and then everybody in there's out of supply. The Ottoman Empire have units down there helping out.
Sì, signore. Pronto.
Huh. So after telling the game to manage things, everything got worse. Especially in the places I care about most. Fantastic.
Attento.
Everybody's still moving, though. I guess I'll let it finish its calculations there.
Comandi.
And...
Sì, signore.
Why can't I see... Ah, there we go. Okay, so if we take a look at the military police and we say, you're on this order? No? Can't do that, huh? I guess you can't tell them directly go to a garrison order, which is too bad. I just want them to come out and go into the garrison order automatically. Alright, as fast as we can. Very, very slowly. Yeah, civilian factories are being sabotaged everywhere. We've got 23 divisions here. We can spread these out a little bit.
Avanzate! Pronto all'azione. Pronto, signore. Avanzate!
That'll help at least a little bit in the interim.
Formazione!
Alright, these guys are ready. Take it. Oh! Wait a minute. We had all that build-up and there's nobody defending in Copenhagen anymore? I thought we were going to have to deal with that.
Avanzate!
Alright, well, I'm honestly not sure what to do now.
Comandi.
Ah. Yeah, we needed to get their mission efficiency up a little bit. Now they're actually sinking convoys. Somewhat. Sunken destroyer. Alright, so now our fleet should be flush up with more destroyers. We got a third. I was thinking they'd be coming faster than this, but I keep not realizing just how little time has passed. Thank you for the motorized. Fighter 3 can be replaced with Fighter 3 Series 1. Fighter 3 Series 1. Oh, it's already been done. And this... There we go. Yeah, because these are Air Attack 48, and these are the old Air Attack 41s. We're still very short on oil. Despite all, the only significant oil production is right there. And, of course, in the U.S. There's also 72 right here, which is pretty significant. But the U.S. has the ridiculous amount, 580 in Texas. And I don't know if they have any in... No, they don't have any in Alaska yet. Sunk another convoy, sunk another 2 convoys. There we go. Now we're hitting them where it hurts. Everybody's going through there, and we're toasting them. Yes. So I was hoping that some of the slowdown was caused by the stuff happening in Central Europe, but that's obviously not the case. We destroyed quite a few divisions. It has not helped things at all. So maybe it's something that's happening over in the Japanese area. Looks like the home islands are finally being invaded. If Japan capitulates, maybe the war is sped up a little bit. The Italian-German war is only being held up by the 3rd Guangxi Clique, the reorganized nationalist China, and Japan. Unfortunately, they're all doing well at the moment. I don't want to be the one that has to deal with that. Alright, I'm going to call it there, guys. It's a bit warm in here today. I'm going to try to go and get some AC in the other room. Thanks for watching. I apologize for the crappy speed. Even my i7 can't keep up with the... whatever bug is causing this to stutter very significantly. So have a good one. We'll catch up again in the future.